This is what many visitors see when they visit Grand Central in New York. But this is how I usually see it. I'm the NYC Traveler, and we're in Grand Central Terminal in New York City. Welcome to Grand Central Terminal, also known as Grand Central Station, but is truly a terminal. It's basically located at East 42nd Street between Vanderbilt and Lexington Avenues in Manhattan, although you can enter the terminal from many other entrances if you happen to be on foot. Travelers from the north might be coming in via Metro North, one of our regional railroads that serve parts of Harlem, the Bronx, some counties north of the city, and Connecticut. Travelers from the air might end up here too. They may be coming from JFK if their hotel is near here or their connection is here. The LIRR stops at Jamaica, and Jamaica Station is where you catch the air train to and from Kennedy Airport. Travelers coming from parts of Long Island and Queens get here on the Long Island Railroad. You're coming into what officially is known as Grand Central Madison. Still others pass through this station from the subway. The numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, and shuttle trains to Times Square all pass through here. In 2023, Grand Central Madison was the new kid on the block, offering an alternative route into Manhattan via the regional Long Island Railroad, as opposed to coming into Penn Station, which had its own overhaul and was completed in 2023-2024 as well. And if you're curious about Penn Station and Moynihan Hall, stay tuned. We'll tell you how to get from here to there. Although you don't see it from much of my footage here, the expression that it's as busy as Grand Central actually came from here. Probably from the fact that in addition to about 2 million tourist visitors who just stopped by, approximately 67 million passengers use the terminal, not to mention people who work nearby who just might shop or eat here. So what would you see from the perspective of a local? Well, for one thing, I have never seen the so-called secret Williamson Library that is located above the Apple Store in the main terminal. The Williamson Library is only available by appointment for researchers, and it is used for meetings of the New York Railroad enthusiasts. Yes, there really is such a group. For the rest of us commuters, let's take a tour. As I said, if you're coming into Manhattan with me, you're coming into Grand Central Madison. The famous 90-second escalator ride will take you to the next level, which is not the street level, by the way. But while you're here, once you get to the top, look for the changing art murals towards the 45th Street side. Also on this level, you will find the waiting room if you're going with the LIRR, just show your ticket to get in, and some restaurants that may be there. Next to that is one set of the restrooms and the police substation. Believe it or not, we're still underground. We could head up to the street level from here, but since we're touring Grand Central, let's get to the next level. Trying to bypass this level, it might be hard because this is the dining concourse. At the dining concourse are also several tracks for Metro North. If you're trying to grab a snack, it might be a hard decision. But don't make a decision yet. Loop around the dining concourse, you just might end up at one of the most famous restaurants not only at Grand Central, but in all of New York City. The Grand Central Oyster Bar Restaurant is the oldest restaurant in Grand Central Terminal. It might be a bit touristy, but it can be a lot of fun. But be careful, it holds business hours. Currently, as of this recording, it is only open Monday through Friday, so get those reservations in. But if the restaurant is closed, why would there still be people around here anyway? They're here to test out the Whispering Gallery. You stand in one corner and say something that the other person can't hear except by listening through the wall. Stand in this corner over here and you will hear them say. It works, right? Oh, by the way, while you're downstairs, look for the letterbox in case you're one of those that likes to mail postcards from wherever you visit. It was currently near Luke's Lobster. After getting a snack downstairs or dining at the Oyster Bar, it's time to make your way up to the next level. There are elevators on that level near the Metro North, or you can go between the two levels using the ramp. We're now at the main terminal. There is a tour that you can take, but basically the terminal opened on February 2nd, 1913 at 12:01 a.m. And of course, New York City was never the same. Now, it says that the terminal was not quite finished when it opened, and it still isn't. It has been restored and renovated and actually saved and is now a historical landmark. Penn Station had been torn down and rebuilt, and Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was trying to make sure that the same thing did not happen to Grand Central. So there is a foyer named for her. If you enter at Grand Central on East 42nd Street at Pershing Square, you will be able to see the foyer that is named for her. Back in the main terminal, if you are an expert at astronomy, according to the sign that I saw posted downstairs, the constellation on the ceiling is backwards. I don't know, I couldn't tell you if that's correct, but check it out while you're there. Several passages lead to the main terminal depending on which entrance you came from. And each passage will have either dining or shopping or both. Between the Lexington and Graybar passages, if you enter on Lexington Avenue at East 43rd Street, you will find one of the jewels of Grand Central Terminal, the Grand Central Market. Either you'll be glad that you did not bring any money, or you'll be mad if you didn't bring enough, because the market has something for everyone. With so much fresh food for sale, the market is a reminder that although we are in Midtown Manhattan, we are also in a residential neighborhood. Back inside the terminal, you can continue your shopping. I did video this very late at night, so a lot of the kiosks were closed, but the shopping is there. You don't have to be downstairs in the dining concourse to have something to eat. On the main level, you have several restaurants. And if you literally want a taste of New York, you will find it upstairs and downstairs. Through the Jackie O foyer or off the main terminal, you'll hit Vanderbilt Hall, which has revolving exhibits, and holiday time features the holiday fair. And speaking of holiday time, during that time, you can catch the train show at the New York Transit Museum, which is an auxiliary location of the main museum, which is located in Brooklyn. Through the Vanderbilt Avenue doorway off the main terminal, you will see the Campbell apartment, which aren't apartments at all, but a bar. It started out as an apartment for one of the executives, but it is now some place to eat. Of course, I haven't covered it all. I gotta save something for you to go see for yourself. And it's probably time for me to catch my train. I actually came into Grand Central and did not leave the place, and you can stay here for hours. But if you step outside to take a look at this gorgeous building that Jackie O saved, you will realize it stops dead in the middle of Park Avenue. Park Avenue actually wraps around Grand Central Terminal and comes out on the other side behind the MetLife building. But I did promise to get you over to Penn Station and Moynihan Hall. We're not going to do that tour here, but I'll show you how to get there. Don't be tempted to go to the top of 1 Vanderbilt Avenue, which is the summit, and make your way over to the shuttle. This shuttle train is exactly what it says. It's going to take you from 42nd Street to 42nd Street. Yes, you're going to go down 42nd Street from the east side to the west side, from Grand Central Station to Times Square. Once you're at Times Square, make your way over to the 1, 2, or number 3 train downtown. Take it one stop to 34th Street and you will come out at Penn Station. But that's another tour that we'll do another day. Meanwhile, it's time for me to catch my train. Yeah, because I wanted to finish this up at Grand Central, I actually went back to Grand Central and took the Long Island Railroad from there. I could have taken it from Penn Station, yes. And as I walk through the hallways, wondering when they will finally finish it, it doesn't matter. The stores will come, maybe they won't. To me, it was a nice tour anyway. There are several escalators I choose from to go down to the tracks to catch the train. I check the board to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be, check the app to make sure I have what I'm supposed to have, And for once, I am not tripping down those escalator stairs trying to make my train. I'm the NYC Traveler, and we have been touring Grand Central Terminal in New York City.